to honor you
Oh,
Hello, Mr. Irvin, Don Kyle, United States Army.
oh,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
for
meet
your
you.
service to our country.
Ah,
You were during the Korean War. You served from 1949 to 1953.
right.
The whole duration of that particular conflict.
Uh-huh.
And you were stationed in San Diego for most of your time, right?
Right, San Diego and San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
Two nice places.
Did you have any shore duty at all? Any,
Yeah.
I mean, any,
Yeah, we did a lot, and we flew into, let's see, we flew mainly into the Aleut, and from there over into Japan, and into Japan, I think we went into Korea.
oh,
So it was just a fight, you know. I had joined it right after we'd come back from the Maryland airlift. He had just quit, and he had given it up, and we flew back to the United States. But it was a good duty. I enjoyed it, and I remember coming down in San Diego and loading. I think it was the Philippine Sea,
Uh-huh.
and then a buddy of mine was on one called the USS Jupiter, and I'd go and see him. But what I enjoyed the most was played ball. We had a little aviation team, and aviation store team,
Oh,
and we beat the guys every so often. And
you beat the Army? The Army guys?
all Navy.
All Navy? Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
But,
That's why we let the Navy or let the Army win, but usually we have to let them lose.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
I enjoyed it very much.
I'm glad you did, and we feel so honored today to honor you. We're the,
You didn't have to do
oh
it.
no, we
Oh, it's
enjoy it.
our honor.
It's our honor.
I appreciate it very much.
We are part of the Gilchrist organization, Gilchrist Cares,
Uh-huh.
Elder Care, and we are the veterans group. And this is what we do. We go and
Okay.
visit our
You know,
our fellow veterans, wherever they are, at home, facilities, and hospitals, and we do a little ceremony, maybe 15 minutes or so, and it's basically some poems and some blessings and some songs that you'll know, and hopefully you'll sing with us. But we are not, what are we, John?
We're not professionals, I know
We're
that.
not professionals.
No, not by a long shot.
We're not entertainers.
Oh, okay.
We're just guys that are retired from government and civilian work that want to spend our time in our retirement years doing this type of service work for our fellow veterans, okay? And that's what it's all about.
All
But
right.
it will be painfully obvious that we're not entertainers.
Okay. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much.
I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ed Kaplan. I was in the United States Army in the 1960s, stationed in Germany. And close to your type of work in the Navy, I was in the Quartermaster Corps.
Uh-huh.
So I dealt with all sorts of supplies. I was very popular. And liquor and beer and stuff like that. And starting over here to my left is...
I'm Rick Uhlig, United States Navy. I served from 1963 to 67 active duty. Most of that time was on a destroyer out of San Diego, DD 682, the Porterfield.
Oh,
And
okay.
one of my duties, in addition to everything else you had to do on a smaller ship like that, was supply. I was the supply officer. And I was very popular come payday, because I also paid the guys.
Right. You were the paymaster?
I was.
Oh,
Everything,
yeah.
everything was
Oh,
supply.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
And then I
left you
did another
alone.
6 years in the reserves.
Uh-huh.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
And
I'm
next,
serving. My name is Don Kyle. Let me first say it's my honor to be here with you today. I served in the United States Army 1965 to 1968 with a tour in Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
oh, he's being modest. He's a war hero, Vietnam War hero, Purple Heart, and the Bronze Star for Valor.
Oh,
So
very nice.
he's really
Very
something.
My son-in-law around here, he spent his time in the, up in Korea. In the Air
I spent
Force,
some time in Korea.
for the Air Force. And he always looked forward to being home, you know. At that time, the Koreans, but you never know about those people. One foot in one area, one foot in another area.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, people. You didn't have to do that at all. I enjoyed my time at all.
I know you did.
I really enjoyed it. And
You were single at the time, too.
yeah, I was.
Aha!
I was. Yeah,
You were a sailor on leave in San Diego.
yeah.
Holy smoky. Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
goodness.
I was a single guy.
John?
Yeah, my name is John Grinnell. I served in the Navy in 61 to 64. 3 different ships. First one we repaired, kept minesweepers in repair, and then the second one we kept submarines in repair, and then I got on an aircraft carrier and the pipe fitter, the plumber to be exact.
Uh-huh.
My job, along with the helper, was taking care of some of the heads on that ship. And a couple other crews. I'm just a plumber, nothing special. I'm a plumber today. But yeah, I enjoyed the time I served.
Quite a necessary function anywhere,
Yeah,
particularly on the ship.
I enjoy every minute of mine, yeah. But people never realize how big those carriers are. They are humongous, you
They
know.
really are.
I think that when I was serving on the, just as we loaded stores, because it was going over to Korea, and but I just never realized it was that big. You know, you get on there and you look and way down there and it's way down there. You know, you look here,
Indeed.
you push back this way and everything else.
Right.
But it was an honor. It was an honor to be in.
It's a floating airport. You got 60, 80 planes on board. That's a small airport.
I know it.
It certainly is.
And the lift there, you know, in the middle, top, bottom, it was unbelievable. But yeah, but my last buddy was a Navy chief. He had served in San Diego, and so his last duty was brig warden at Treasure Island. And so he was getting ready to get discharged. And so he stopped at Moffett Field and said goodbye to me. And it was nice to see a Navy chief seeing me goodbye, you know. But he had been, his name was Pyle, Chief Pyle.
Uh-huh.
And he had been in World War II.
Okay.
And but it was good to see him. And his wife owned a couple homes in Coronado.
Uh-huh.
So if you know Coronado,
Oh, yeah.
you know that he
The air station was there.
he was going to a nice retirement. But it was
And deservingly so.
oh
Really.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So
And you're from New Mexico.
yeah, New Mexico.
You were born and raised in Albuquerque?
I was raised in Albuquerque.
Uh-huh.
Way in the Midwest.
And when you were discharged in '53, did you go back to Albuquerque?
Yeah, I went back and, I remember talking to my, service officer, and, he said, would you like to, rejoin the Navy? There's no opening for you. And I said, no. I said, I got 4 years at GI Bill. And I thought, well, I might as well use it.
Good
And
thinking.
if I don't use it, then I can always go back in the service.
Right.
And so,
But you did use it and you got an education, didn't you?
yeah, and I had 4 years of, as a BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration.
Mm-hmm.
And, so, and then have to took a test for the National Security Agency.
Oh, yeah.
And, so I passed it and passed my, polygraph.
And did you work at Fort Meade?
Yeah,
Oh,
worked
yeah.
at Fort Meade
Mhm.
for all these years.
Wow.
And only made one example. I went over to Germany for a while to
Yeah.
do some work for the agency, and that's another place I was really proud of, is to be a part of NSA.
Well, don't tell these guys, we'll have to shoot them if you divulge by
I did see
accident.
work with NSA as a civilian. Yeah,
But
they can be very secretive, can't they? You ask them, what do you do? And they won't tell you.
They won't tell you, they won't tell you. Veterans, unfurl the American flag.
yeah.
Oh, there we go.